So how you guys doing? It's Nick Parsons from the Insider's Room, and we're going to try to do a Thursday night stream here tonight. I'm going to be joined by some of the gang, some of the insiders, part of our Discord. These are the guys that I talk with regularly every single day, and I have for almost a year and a half now. These are really sharp bettors from around the world, all over the United States, but yeah, from all over the world. And these guys bet heavily on sports every single day. And so I'm always bouncing ideas off these guys. They've been on this show many times. Hey, we haven't done a Thursday night stream in a really long time, or any streaming in a long time. I've been extremely busy working on other projects since this started. And so things have quieted down a little bit. And we decided for the first time in a long time that we would fire up the Thursday night stream and give it a try here. We're going to try to do some live wagering. I do have the documented 10-3 live wagering record here on this show. Every play has been documented, and yeah, so that's about it. We are waiting for the rest of the crew to show up, and until then, I'm just going to be hanging out. There's not really too many people watching or anything, and I don't expect there to be. This was unannounced, and we're just doing this for fun. And we'll see what happens. Perhaps we'll do the whole game. Perhaps we'll just do the first half. Lots of times, though, I had seen some of the people that I work with over at Picks and Parlays, and Picks and Parlays itself, they start doing a second half. That's when they start doing their live wagering once the second half starts. And that really does make some sense because you get to, watch the first half and then do it that way. Normally, or we used to do the entire game, but we found that the 4-hour streams were pretty life-sucking. Just was difficult to be on that entire time. I mean, streaming is one thing, and doing a live broadcast show like ESPN is quite another. But yeah, anyways, I'm waiting for the crew to get here. I expect they're going to be here soon, I think. So yeah, that's about it. All right, so yeah, I do have a play on this game over at Picks and Parlays, and I have a play on the under. And so I got down at 57.5. That did go up to 58, and so it is definitely dropped. It's at 56.5 at some places, 57, even 56, I see. So that has come down, but I did just see that 75% of the money is on the over still at that price. Now, the line on the game opened at 3.5. It went down as low as 2.5 at one point for Seattle, and it's now right at 3, although the price on that has changed a little bit throughout the day. It had gotten up to like plus 105, but that's since come down to like minus 120 at some places. And so really that would say to me that, yeah, a bunch of sort of money did come in Seattle in the end, probably on the money line as well. And sort of just, kept that at 3 at a minus 110 to minus 120 range there. So yeah, as soon as these guys can quit being lazy and show up, we'll rock. I'm going to pull up my account here. So, yeah, what an important game. Arizona and Seattle, of course. Arizona won in overtime at home a couple of weeks ago over Seattle. There was a 3-point dog in that one as well. And Arizona went on to win that one. These two teams are moving in opposite directions right now. Seattle's lost 2 of 3. Arizona's won 4 of 5. So yeah, it really would appear to me that Seattle's early numbers, over their first like 5 or 6 games there, it came against teams that had a really poor combined winning record. I mean, it was dramatic how horrible the teams they were that they faced. So yeah, and also Russell Wilson, he's thrown a few more picks over the last few games. So yeah, this is a big game for him because he was the early leader in the MVP race without question, but now that's definitely not so certain. I mean, how could you not be taking a look at Big Ben Roethlisberger at this point? I mean, I know that Pittsburgh's getting great play in every facet of the game, but certainly they were just 8-8, I believe, last year. Still made the playoffs. Maybe they were, 9-8 but regardless, they did make the playoffs again last year, and that was with using 2 different quarterbacks. They had running back issues, so many different issues, and now Big Ben is back, and he's been sacked only like 10 times. He has a great touchdown interception ratio. I mean, if this isn't comeback player of the year or whatever, he definitely has to be in consideration, I would say, for MVP. As weird or strange as that sounds at this point, especially, I mean, if Pittsburgh can somehow manage to go undefeated in the regular season, it actually has a favorable schedule coming up if it can stay motivated and focused. And certainly Big Ben there had a little bit of a COVID scare, but then that was pushed through and he was okay and everything was okay. So, yeah. All right, where are these guys? Come on. But as I say, there's no one watching anyways, so yeah. All right, time to get the game on.
Final answer.
All right. No, I'm excited. I want to see. We'll see if we can go the entire game. I'm down if we can try to do that. and see if we can get some live wagers going on here. Come on, phone. Man, I gotta get a new phone. You piece of junk. All right. Well, my partners here are leaving me hanging. So we'll give them a little bit and then we'll see what happens here. As I say, there ain't too many people watching. Come on, boys. All right, well, here we go. Kickoff again. I'm waiting for some of the insiders to come on with me so we can do some chatting and sort of hanging out. They're leaving me hanging a bit here. I expected them on shortly after I went live, but this sort of thing happens. If for some reason they're unable to make it, then so be it. I won't be streaming for anything or that long, but I do have a play on the under in this game. I mean, it doesn't look too rainy or anything there, but yeah, so we can see what we can do as far as a live wager is concerned as this game gets going on. Out comes Russell Wilson. Nice. El Saccaroni. Woo! No flags. Again, I was expecting more of the guys to be on here, and they're not showing up. So it's pretty boring with one person. I tried doing that when I first started streaming, and I did that a bunch, and it's pretty boring. And then I had one person come on, and even that was a bit of a stretch. It's a lot more fun when you have 3 or 4 guys on doing these live wagering shows, because at least somebody can always be talking. It's hard to sit here constantly. I'm not Jim Rome, and I don't have a schedule plan of stuff here to talk about. We're trying to do live wagering and sitting watching the game and making comments and trying to come up with some really good wagers. So that's a lot easier when you have more people for a show to seem as it appears if it's going more smoothly, etc. So I'll give them another 10 minutes here, and if nothing, then I'll just move on and we'll call it a night. And I have another show tomorrow with Picks and Parlays, the live cap show at Friday with Dan, the Professor Kaiser. So won't be able to miss that one. He could be coming any moment now. Dun dun dun. Okay, we have confirmation. The professor will be here shortly, and so nothing lost other than me just sitting around not talking a lot. Wow, they moved the ball there. Damn. As long as the clock keeps moving, definitely we can get a stop here. Again, you guys, I'm on the under in this one. I like the under. Even though, these are, their last game had like 70 points, and Seattle's defense, I believe, is the worst in the league or pretty darn close. And Arizona's has not been that great, and each offense has been pretty good. So, despite all of that thing, I felt it set up as more of a defensive affair. Geez, now Wilson's looking a lot better here, moving this offense. Looks like the Cardinals are. Nice in the backfield. Interesting first drive here. Yeah, here we go. This is a big third down. No flags so far anywhere on this drive, which is a little surprising maybe. I don't know, but what does that guy got a soother in his mouth? DK Metcalf? That's dumb, man. Maybe do it one game, but every game? I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Wow. Unbelievable. Was that Metcalf too? Yeah. Jeez. Unbelievable. What a play there by Wilson, and to extend that play. He just waited in the pocket to the last second and got it away just at the last second. Can't believe they don't have two on Metcalf. Still, that took a lot of time off the clock. I would have preferred a field goal, but hey, at least they took a lot of time off the clock there. Wow, what a drive there by Seattle. I mean, there was a couple of third, and I think they converted on all those thirds. Wow, no score in that Tulane-Tulsa game. Well, let's take a look at these live lines then. $58.5. They still have the total out here. Hey, man. How are you? How are you? Can you hear me, Greg? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? One sec.
can't see you or hear you.
Nice. So what do you think? What are your early thoughts on the... Oh, now we lost him. Hey. So what are your initial thoughts here? I mean, that was a pretty textbook drive there by Seattle. Oh, no. Greg is out of New Jersey, and his connection isn't the greatest at the moment for whatever reason. I'm on the other side of the country, so maybe that has something to do with it. Actually, the other side of the continent. Malcolm Yates, there he is, buddy. What's up, man? Nice to see you, sir. I'm waiting for my crew to come and join me. This is an impromptu stream because we haven't done a lot of live streaming in a while. I've been doing shows for Picks and Parlays. I've been doing a recorded piece twice a week, and I've been doing a live streaming show with them and another show on the weekend with them. And so I just haven't had enough time to do my own thing, my own insiders room stuff. And so we haven't really done anything in months now. And we just, a bunch of us, I have a Discord server where I have a main group of guys, and we haven't done any live streaming in a long time. And so they're here or they're supposed to be here to join me. And we're going to do some live wagering on this Seahawks game here and put my 10-3 record on the line and just bullshit and hang out. But for some reason, they're not showing up like they had said they would. And so I'm sitting here by myself. Weird. Yeah, that's weird, Greg. I'm not sure why that is happening. Well, we'll see. I believe my good friend Dan, the professor from Picks and Parlays, should be on any moment, and we'll see if his connection works any better than Greg's did. Because my connection's solid here. So yeah, I was doing a lot of talk earlier about Russell Wilson. I wrote an article recently about the MVP, just who was winning that race, etc., for odds.com, and also a offensive rookie of the year as well. And you can see both of those articles over at odds.com. As I say, I'm waiting patiently for my crew to show up. It was leaving me hanging here for 30 minutes now. So, what I would like to see here is for Arizona to stop Seattle and on this drive. That would be fantastic. Oh, here's Greg. Greg, can you hear me?
Gosh, can't see or hear you.
Can't see or hear me? I can hear you. I can see and hear you. Weird. All right, boys, if this doesn't work in the next 10 minutes or so, then I'll just pull the plug and we can try again next week. But yeah, why don't we take a quick look at the lines here before we do that. Keep checking these lines. Oh, there's a fumble. Still managed to get 3 yards out of that, or what? I missed that. Come on. Hey. Hear me? No good?
Oh, now I can hear you.
Now it works?
hear you.
That's good.
I can't see you though.
I can hear and see you. I can hear and see you perfectly. You look good.
Thanks, man. I'm trying to play with the settings here.
Well, I can see you and hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Well, at least you can hear me. Remember when we first did it, you weren't able to see me either. Remember when we were doing it through the Discord app and everything?
Oh yeah, maybe that's why. Hold on, let me try.
All right, so there we go. They held him to 3 and out. So that's beauty. All right, let's keep this clock going. See a bunch of running. Here is Dan, the Professor Kaiser. Can you see and hear me?
Yep, good. Everything's good.
All right, perfect.
So let me.
So now the crew is showing up, slowly coming together here. Greg is in New Jersey. Dan is in Michigan. Here they come. Greg?
Hey, there's the man.
Can you see and hear us?
Nope.
Can you see and hear us?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not working. I tried to go through just like a different application to see if it would work because I was going through Discord, but it's the same thing.
Huh.
Well, maybe I can stream you. Are you on YouTube right now?
Yeah. But you can hear us?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll just stream you. I'll be a little bit behind, but at least I'll know what's going on. I'll be able to tell when, Dan's making a sarcastic joke.
Looks like you got some boxes in the back there, Dan. You got some deliveries.
Oh, it's that
Recently.
time of the year.
Yeah, it's I don't. It's the Amazon. It's the Fire DVR thing, Fire Stick DVR thing.
All right, now I see you.
Oh yeah. And do you got that hooked up?
No.
Okay. You just got it.
Yeah. It's one of those. It was. I don't know. It was the pre-Black Friday sale ad. Something.
So what are you guys on for the game?
So I'm on the under.
What was the public breakdown on that? I don't even know.
That was like 75% to the over.
Wow. I'm surprised. Actually, I guess I shouldn't be surprised with these two teams and after what they've seen.
Yeah.
But that's a big number.
Yeah, that was a high number there. I mean, one of the guys that I do work with over on Picks and Parlays, Kurt Alexander, he made a comment just that there are no good defenses this year at all in the NFL. Scoring is up in the NFL after that weird start. There was no preseason, and I mean, there has just been no defense. Scoring has been up. a lot of people, if you remember at the start, many people thought it was going to be the offenses that were a step behind because of the no preseason, and it would be the defenses that had the advantage. That was sort of the consensus feeling or thought that people had. Apparently, I'm putting in a bogus Discord here when I recently. As far as in my alert there. So yeah, as I say, I got the under 57.5. The Seahawk defense is looking like the Seahawks of old, the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, I took them under first half 29.5 because I saw a ridiculously good number, so I just took it.
Right. So I saw that number too, 29.5 in the first half.
At minus 110.
Nice work. That's looking, obviously, at this moment, really fantastic.
It's about. They actually, not really, because the second quarter line on this game was like 17 points.
Weird.
So it's not. Yeah, I don't know. It was like I almost wanted to just take that.
Right.
What was that to Fitzgerald? Check this play out that you guys are about to see. Was that a run or a pass?
Pass. Thought the third down play.
How come you guys are seeing the plays before me? I'm on the West Coast.
Oh, man, I can't hear Dan. I just realized this sucks. Like I'm watching that. I was like, wondering, why is Dan being so quiet?
Yeah, no, Dan, everything's working well for Dan, Greg.
You can't hear me?
He can't hear you, apparently.
Let me try some stuff. I'll be right back.
You just need to get yeah. I'm not sure if the phone is working for Greg there that well. I think that's what he's trying to do. And I know that in a lot of apps, like the one that Ali uses, Dan.
Yeah.
That one's pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah, that's all right.
You see the way that she's able to easily do the ticker and there's a lot more control as far as we actually have some decent viewing numbers for us at this moment. But anyways, what I was going to say is just the way she can control all the boxes and everything and move them around, and just a lot of control in that one program that she uses. So yeah. So let's check some lines here. We have a commercial. That means that they will have these refreshed live lines on this Seattle game. Here we go. What are they? They are first half lines. You can get the Cardinals plus 7.5, minus 125, or over under 25.5. The total is 53.5 now. So it's come down significantly, obviously, at this point. And for the game, it's 6.5 plus 100, or Seahawks minus 6.5, minus 140 for the game. Interesting. So Greg has 29.5. So Dan.
Yes.
Tomorrow we have live cap.
Yes.
And then, so you're going to be asked to come on at some point, probably after me. So Total Chaos. They've changed up the format of that. Okay. And it's going to be a contest between Picks and Parlays handicappers. And it starts, and it's a winner takes all and winner continues type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you lose once, it's out, you're done, and the next capper's up. So I'm going to have the winner of whoever goes this Saturday. I'll be going the following Saturday. So it's Sean Higgs versus, I think it's Kurt. So Sean Higgs and Kurt will be going head-to-head on Saturday on that I mean, it's just a contest thing.
Uh-huh.
It's not to prove our manhood against each other or anything like that. It's just a fun thing.
Right.
But Kurt actually did really good with Ali because they did about 5 shows together on that for the NFL, and I do know that whenever they did have a consensus pick, when they both agreed, they did quite well on all of those as well. But no, Kurt's finishing record on that was definitely very good considering the amount of prep time that he had to put into it and everything else.
Oh, sounds good. Sounds interesting.
So yeah, maybe you'll have to go against me, but I might lose right away or something. I don't know, but anything can happen. I've already got my Westgate picks in.
Did you? I didn't forget.
Like within 1 minute of them sending that thing out. Boom. Yeah, I'd rather not. I'd rather get them in early than ever risk that lateness again like that. Oh, having to pay that late fee. I was panicking. Even though I don't have no chance anyways, even if I went 5-0, but yeah, still, you don't,
Yeah, I mean, I was like, I'm not that I had a chance, but I'm like, well, but I was like, all right, I'd start out like 3-0 Sunday. And I'm like, all right, just give me a 5-0 week. Let's see if I can build some momentum. It's like start out 3-0, and then I lost the last 2. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so the province of BC just locked down.
Did it?
So business. How do they let this guys open?
That's all right. Holding.
There's a holding?
Yeah.
Finally, that's the first flag of the game. I was commenting about DK Metcalf's soother that he has, and I'm saying, I'm not feeling it. I'm down, I think, with a lot of the cool things, but I just don't know if that's cool or not. Doesn't feel like it's cool to me. What do I know? Maybe it's totally cool.
No, dropped it. Yeah. So what kind of lockdown are you under though?
Well, restaurants are allowed to be open, but they have to follow certain criteria. It's a mask mandate.
Okay.
Yeah. And like hair places are allowed to be open because they have found that there have been no outbreaks at all in BC in any hair thing, anything to do with hair.
Okay.
Because all the salons have been following the guidelines completely. Right. And so you get fined, like even here on the island, they fined people that were not following the guidelines $2,000. So, yeah.
So, like restaurants, can you still dine in though?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, they stopped all dine in places here in Michigan. You can still do takeout.
They have school still too, even though there's been some breakouts at schools. A couple small breakouts, even here on the island. Okay. But yeah, no, Canada is getting worse for sure. It's definitely seemed like it was a success story, but it's now gotten completely out of control. 100%. We're on the verge of what your guys are dealing with. We're right behind you now, almost. Well, I mean, yours is pretty bad, but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna go to Vegas the first week of December, but I just canceled all those plans.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Well, because I know a guy that he's going out there the week after I was going to go, and he's got family out there, so it's a little bit different. But he was telling me that they were talking about if it doesn't get any better in Nevada to just do lockdowns again. And that'd be my luck. I'd be flying out. I'd be flying out there, and I'd land and
Yeah.
I'd lock down.
Better to hunker down in Michigan with some cast iron and
Yeah,
some steak. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just bought some stainless steel pans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They just arrived. One of the stores a Black Friday deal early, like $129 set for $29. So I just got a little bit of stainless steel just for like frying and like searing some scallops or frying some steaks.
Sounds pretty nice. You got to make sure you season it every time, though.
No, stainless steel. You don't have to season it.
Oh, you got stainless steel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do
I
have
got the cast iron.
also, so
Yeah,
I got a little bit of everything.
that's good. What about an outdoor like wood burning stove or like trough or something that you can burn lump?
Nope. No, I just go to straight, just easy, just straight gas.
Because if you're gonna put it in a Dutch oven, you can put the coals over top of it and underneath it. You know, if you have a trivet, you set it on the trivet, put the coals on it and everything.
Too much work.
I guess so. What else are we gonna do though in lockdown?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, our schools in Michigan, they just got shut for closed, so
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, but everything else, like I said, like all the other stores and stuff are still open. Hair care places are still open.
Right.
Not that I worry about that very often.
So I'm gonna post a picture in Discord of the new ring light that I got. So this is what you need to get for yourself.
I think I got one.
Check it out in the Discord.
Yeah, I just bought one of those.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. Yeah, I just bought one last Saturday. Again, it's nothing great, but it was another thing that was on sale.
And so all I have is this, and then I have a green screen too. It's just a green piece of fabric that I ordered through that same Amazon or whatever.
Okay.
It's like $10 or something. And I just use tacks every time and put it behind me as straight as I can. And that's good enough for Tyler to drop in whatever background he wants, etc. So that's easy for you to do. You can easily do that. And what all that requires from the green screen is that you have good lighting. And so if you have a ring light similar to mine, is it big like that one that I have?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's an 18-incher. And so it has different shades. Like this is like a sort of an orangey light. And but you can have a really, really white light too if you want, but that makes you look really white. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty white as it is. I need a little color, so I can put on the orangey kind.
Yeah, I got that. That's
Right.
the only deal.
Right. Yeah, so odds has been cool. Working with those guys and working with picks and parlays has been totally awesome. I've got on the massive run when I first got on there, came in second there in the NHL. I came in fifth in regular season in baseball. and I got out to great starts and a bunch of stuff. But yeah, they'll have come back down to earth in the,
Yeah. No, I
in the
know. I
last little.
know that feeling. I started out really good right off the bat in NFL and NCAA, and now I'm just kind of, like you said, back down to earth. And I mean, but last week and this week, it's like that's one bad thing about this whole season. It's like last week and this week, my 3 or 4 best college plays, my games of the week or games I was gonna have games of the month, they all got postponed.
Yeah.
I find games I really like, and they all get postponed.
Hmm. Well, I couldn't have asked for a better first quarter, obviously, but anything can happen. Obviously, I want more running, more punting, more clock killing. Great first quarter. Yeah.
I want more Cardinal scoring.
Yeah. Okay. So the professor's on the cards.
Yep, I'm on the cards.
Well, yeah, as they say, divisional contests are always the most important, and they almost always mean the most to the home side. This is a revenge game. Seattle's been floundering of late as well. So, of course, off of their big upset loss to the Bills, the Arizona bounced back with a win last week against who?
No, Seattle lost to the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
The Cardinals beat the Bills on
Is that who they beat last week?
Yeah, on that Hail Mary.
And who did they lose to the previous week? Somebody. Detroit, maybe.
No, Detroit was a few weeks ago.
Well, regardless, this is an interesting division. Jeez. Okay, so what are some lines here? So did you see my picks?
For the contest?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
I actually have the Seahawks -3.
Oh, did you? Okay. No, they 2 weeks ago they lost to the Dolphins.
Okay, that's what it was. And that's what I meant in overtime, yeah. So Michigan.
So you got the Seahawks in the. Hey, the good news. I did get some good news today. Michigan State's game got canceled.
I saw that.
Some good news. One less loss for the season. Oh, I fumbled in the end zone, going in the end zone. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. We'll see what happens. It should be a touchdown, but it is the NFL.
His knee could have been down before he even got there, too. You know what I mean? And his elbow. So many other factors. It definitely didn't look like a fumble. It looked like the ground caused it, for sure. No question the ground caused it. It wasn't moving until it hit the ground.
Right.
So it's not a fumble. It's just whether or not he got the touchdown or not. Yeah.
Yep. you up. So, do you got anything in the college game tonight?
I don't. I was looking at Utah State earlier, but then that's a game that got canceled. Utah State at Wyoming. Utah State is horrible, but those are the types of games that I like. 0-4 against the spread. But that one was postponed, so that was it. And I didn't really look at Tulane and Tulsa too much, but look at that. 0-0 at half. What was the total on that?
I'm not sure. So, yeah. Uh, 55.5. Actually, it closed at 56.
It closed at
56. Touchdown.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to just put you on full screen here for 1 sec, okay?
Sure.
And I'm just going to step out for 1 second. I've been going for a bit here, like an hour. So just give me 2 secs.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Well, we got a new ball game here. It's 7-7. If you didn't hear earlier, I'm on the Cards +3. Nick's on the under. So at this point, we're both looking okay. Big college football weekend coming up. Be sure to check out picks and parlays for Nick's and my picks. Got my NFL game of the month up, and also my NCAA college game of the week up on picks at this moment. Let's see what's. So what do you think of the NBA draft?
What happened?
No. What do you think? What do you think about the NBA draft?
I thought that was a bold move by Jordan to take Ball at 3, but could prove to be huge, and he could prove to be awesome, and it could be a really good move. Now, he also was responsible for Kwame Brown, basically, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, he was. Yeah. Well, Clay Thompson's out for the year.
That was disappointing to see.
Yeah.
I mean, hate to see that.
Yeah, I know. I think Washington might have got the best pick of the draft.
Who did they get?
The guy out of Israel.
Okay. I saw that guy. Huh.
But who knows? I mean, it's all a crapshoot, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with like Luka Doncic. You know, it's like, oh, people didn't think didn't. Some people didn't think highly of him, but it's like you just
Man, if you could go back in time, every team would have chosen him number 1 immediately, of course.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But again, you're drafting when you drafted Doncic, you drafted a professional basketball player. I mean, this is a guy that had been playing pros for a while. Same thing with the kid out of Israel. It's so we'll see what I don't know.
All right, brother. Let's just go the first half.
Right.
Obviously, there's no one watching, but I mean, at one point we had like 10 people watching or something. There's 4 watching now, supposedly. So yeah, we want to do live wagering. Come on, join the Insiders Room Discord.
They're probably all here for Greg.
They're all here for Greg. Yeah, I mean, no doubt. Me too. That's the only reason I stay in that Discord is because of Greg. All right. So, as I say, eventually, Dan, once other sports starts going again and it's next season and we're into next year and out of Christmas and all the rest of it, then you can get your weekly show going or whatever you want to do,
Yeah, I've got a couple of ideas of mine. I'll do a little bit more after Thanksgiving. One of my college roommates who's basically been retired for 15 years and all he does is gamble. I was thinking about maybe like at least one show a week. He lives in Detroit, he's Detroit fan, professional fan, and whatever. Get him on for like a half hour of not just so much handicapping so much, but he'll throw some picks in, but more like this, maybe like a half hour, 20-minute, half hour sports talk like chat show, and we'll just
perfect.
Talk about what went on last week or what went on over the weekend, or what when college basketball starts. He's a big college basketball fan. And just talk about college basketball games or whatever, just something different. But yeah, and then I got some idea. I just trying to sit down and figure out how I want to do it. If I just want to do like a live stream show or try to record something in beforehand so we can do some editing. I don't know. I'll figure it out in the next couple of weeks.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty sweet that the NBA is starting up. before Christmas,
Yep.
and college basketball.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm happy that it's going to start. I just don't know if they're going to be able to pull it off. I'm kind of intrigued by this whole put 64 teams in a bubble for March Madness.
Well, it'd just be like going to school. You'd just be on a big campus. It wouldn't be different than there'd be way less students than you would at a normal campus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, they can pull it off. They're used to dorms. They're used to cafeteria food. So,
Yeah, I think what I heard the initial talk is they're going to do it in Indianapolis.
what's the down here right now? 3rd and 3 on the 28th.
Yeah, they just got the first down. They're down to the 10 or 11.
Wow. Okay. Hey, Albert.
Touchdown. Touchdown, Lockett.
Well, there you go. Let's see how this affects these live odds here now.
Missed the extra point.
Wow. That's good. That's good news for everyone. Right?
Yeah.
I think. Except for Seattle bettors.
Well,
Yeah, I'm torn here because I have Seattle and I have the under, but I mean, points are going to be scored. Except in that Tulane Tulsa game, there isn't going to be any.
yeah, I know that's.
Did you have a play on that one?
No. If I would have done anything, I probably would have played Tulsa, but I stayed away. Didn't really have a feeling. I got what's tomorrow? I have a play on the Purdue Minnesota game tomorrow, but Uh,
So Michigan, eh? Your son's still going to school?
no, Michigan just closed. Well, closed high schools on Wednesday. He just does the online learning now. He was going to school 2 days a week, and now for the next 3 weeks, I think now it's just back to all online again.
But younger kids are still going?
He, in most places, yeah, kindergarten through 8th grade are still going to school, but in Three Rivers, they've shut them all down for the next 3 weeks. So different cities are the young kids are either going or not going. Depends on the local.
Right.
And I guess there'd been a lot of absences for supposedly for non-COVID things, so they just decided to shut everything down for the next 3 weeks.
Well, that's what just happened in BC too.
So, like all your hospitals and stuff, are they getting close to capacity or?
I believe that's the case in some parts of the country or something. Yeah, I probably am not the best one to ask at that. Actually, I'm probably not as informed about the numbers or that as some other people, but somebody's trying to join us here for the final bit. Greg, I see your name, but nothing else. So can't click you in. Oh. Greg.
Greg. Hello.
Yo, can you see me?
I can see
Yes.
Yeah, it's good, guys.
Can see and hear you.
Nice. We'll wait till the party, but I made it.
you.
Nice. There you go, buddy.
How's it going?
Not bad. So, what do you think about this game now?
It's gonna be a sweat for that first half and the full game under, I think.
It's looking like that now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sweat.
Well, they were always going to score points. But, yeah, they need, as you said, they need one long drive with the turnover instead of a touchdown. And that will be the difference. Yeah.
That is really what we need right now, actually. Like a flip of the field. Are you guys on a side? You said Seattle, right? Dan?
I'm on the Cardinals.
With the points?
Yep.
3?
Yeah.
And I have Seattle as a Westgate pick.
Yeah, I think that's a good. I'm on Seattle too. I just think that it's kind of like one of the situations. Like if Seattle's going to be a competitive team, they got to win.
Yep, the revenge factor and
Yeah, Cardinals been getting a little too lucky with the Hail Murray. I really disliked Kyler Murray when he first came into the league as a passer, but I guess DeAndre Hopkins can make anybody look good. Yeah.
So Larry Fitzgerald hasn't dropped a pass yet, has he?
Has he got? Was that his first target? I saw him catch one there.
And what happened in that play?
Another pass.
Wow. Big gainer of 13 yards. Now, this would be great for this underplay. You got to stop here and then pin Seattle down at its own 2. Right? That'd be great. Come on.
That's perfect. False start.
Nice. Now it forces them into a pass.
Oh yeah.
So you would think, unless they go to the run.
Tell me what you guys think about this one. I took a flyer on. It was over 40 plus rushing yards for Murray and Wilson in this game, both of them at plus 350.
I think that's worth a stab.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah.
At those odds, and of course, combined,
I mean,
over
like,
40.
All it takes is like one broken play for
to me, yeah, like for me, like one broken play for Murray, and then like pretty much Wilson. That's like a coin flip. Like he chips away at that number all day. So you need one long one for Murray and Wilson to just do his thing. I'm surprised how much he's targeting Hyde out of the backfield. He can make any running back look like a good receiver, Wilson.
So, did you play any interesting player props or anything there, Greg?
I posted them in our Discord there. I did. I'm on Drake and Edmonds props with. I also. Big hit! That was a really nice hit.
Yeah.
I also had the first touchdown on Hopkins and Metcalf, and so I hit on that.
Nice work.
Yeah,
Metcalf, unbelievable how he got so open in that first play there.
he honestly is a freak. He's not quite at Hopkins level, but he's like growing into that, right? He's weird though. He doesn't get like the same level of like receptions as like some of the top tier receivers usually get.
Right.
Like it's inconsistent when he gets like a lot of targets in what games, but he does seem to break out a ridiculous number of long catches. No flag. We're good. There it is.
What does that mean?
It means it's 4th down and they're going to punt.
Nice.
If they called a flag there, it would have been pretty much guaranteed over. Not guaranteed, but not looking good because 350 is a lot of time. That's basically possibly 2 2-minute offenses.
That's good news.
Yeah, it is, especially because the way that the Seahawks drive the field, they take some time. They don't. They don't typically, other than Metcalf having a long catch.
Well,
So how are things in Jersey?
Mm,
Mm.
you know, fighting the virus. It's starting to ramp up here, and you know,
same here.
bunch of BS. They want to turn the building I work into, like the auditorium part of it, into like a COVID testing thing. It's like, oh, that's great. I'll be right near the people like getting tested for COVID. Good to know. I'm sure that's good. But it's everything's good. The holidays are going to be a little weird because we're not really getting together, families and stuff. So it'll be a little bit different, breaking some long traditions.
Yeah. All of BC's been locked down just as of a couple hours ago.
Yeah, I'm surprised
And
they didn't lock down the schools. Have they locked down the schools for you?
no, there's a mask mandate though.
How's that work though? Like if
I
they
don't
see you
know.
outside with it, do they just come over and warn you, or do they like just fine you immediately? Like
It's
what's the protocol?
inside, I think, inside places.
Yeah, but do you have to be like reported? Like I don't, you know what I mean?
Guess you just run the risk that you can be fined at any time if there's somebody around that's there at the moment or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Other than they're not going to have it's not the future where there's computers in the walls and so. Well, yeah, the earlier streams were quite funny using just the Discord and having music and stuff going, and it was pretty hilarious. But yeah, I know talking to other people, these types of things are way more difficult than doing the recorded pieces or just the shorter shows.
Mm.
But that's cool, Dan, that you got a ring light. Good work on ordering that. Now you got to get the green screen.
Yeah, well, that'll be next on the list.
Get that easy on Amazon.
It's kind of weird for me because I'm in this game. I'm on like the first half under, but also on the Seahawks. But then I'm also on like a team total over for the Cardinals. So like in theory, I should be on the second half over. You know what I mean? With like how I'm hedged, like
Interesting.
yeah. I mean, it could happen though. I mean, it's possible. I was
What,
expecting like Arizona's offense to look a little bit better.
what was the team total for Arizona?
20 I got 26 and a half. Which to me is like that's a key one because at least like the 27.
Mm-hmm.
Did they get that first down?
I'll tell you right now. They did not, I don't think. He could have though. Oh, he gave him a horrible spot too. But he didn't get it, but they gave him a bad spot. For sure. I mean, you got to be more like you have to be more aware as a receiver in that situation, like, and really like fight for that first down. That's way too meaningful in that situation to the team. Wow, so Russell Wilson's got 2 touchdowns and Carlos Hyde 38 yards already.
So they got to punt it coming out of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's looking good. You got.
Let's check the live lines here right now because they're going into commercial, so this is the time to do that.
It's 51 and
50. I'm seeing 50 and a half and 3.5.
It's one thing I've always noticed, that is like if I have like any sort of like significant wager on like a total, right? Like, and the live line is there, like whatever that book I have that like tends to be like further juice down. Like, so like it'll be like I could get like if I wanted to double down, they give me an even better number live. Compared to other books, if that makes sense. Right. I've always noticed that trend.
Right. So did you have anything in that Tulane Tulsa?
I didn't bet it, but I like Tulsa.
Yeah, jeez. Would you have guessed that they would have had 0 points halfway through the third quarter? That's crazy, eh?
That is, man. I think
it must be really harsh weather or something going on, or
I don't know. I'm not watching it, but I can only imagine there must be like turnovers and all sorts of crazy things happening because to have a 0-0 game, it's like it's almost going back in time. When's the last time you seen a 0-0 game in the third quarter?
Yeah, exactly. Pretty weird.
I mean, barring an absolute bad beat, this first half under's looking good.
Right, and so Greg, again, you have 29.5.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter, though. I think the people, as long as you got the, well, actually, at this point, since they missed the extra point, 27.5 is probably going to be golden.
Right.
Which was probably the worst number I saw all day for it.
Well, I slept until 3 this morning so that I could stay up for this first half and be awake instead of 2.
That's the guy I need right there to have a good night. I just need that to happen like twice more.
Tulane is about to go in here now.
Are they? Yeah, I see they're -3.5 now. Kind of glad I laid off of that. If I wasn't already invested in the team totals, I would probably hit this live total on the over.
What happened?
Cardinals had 3rd and 1 and they got stopped.
Nice.
They would have had it if Murray would have
had it. How do you not? That's terrible, though, that you can't, with that quarterback, you can't get 3rd and 1 against this defense.
They would have had it if he would have handed it off.
Probably. Give it to Drake.
Just got to punt it away.
Why isn't Drake on? Why isn't Drake on the field for that?
Who?
I feel like Drake is a better running back in that type of situation. I know it's third down and Edmonds is more their third down running back, but if you really are trying to sell the run, you
Right.
should have Drake in. But it's just my opinion. Bad coaching decision.
Tulane
I
with
don't
a
know.
touchdown.
That was an option though, right?
Yeah. If you would have handed it off, they would have got the first down.
All right. Well, if we can get out at 20, I'll be liking that.
Oh yeah, that'd be looking really good. You'll be like a full 10 points under the. Did you get what, 7.5? 57.5?
Yeah.
Tulane scored.
Yeah. Wasn't AM Plus Money talking about taking that on the money line? Tulane?
No, I think Rye was on. I was the one that said I would suggest Tulsa
Uh,
to AM.
yeah. Well, go under. Hopefully, Seattle just runs this clock out here. Or do you think?
Yeah. I want Seattle to win.
Well, hopefully it starts raining in Seattle right now. Really hard, wet rain.
2 straight false starts.
Nice.
I mean, there's a chance that you got to start thinking about just burning the clock at this point because you're so backed up. Like
Yeah.
you don't want to give the ball back with time because they have 2 timeouts. You might as well burn the clock now. They're going to run it. May a short pass.
Well, boys, we tried to do another half, and everyone was late, and we had some connection problems.
Yeah.
And then we got it together at the end, and now that's going to be the end.
Yeah, Russ,
So, I mean, if we could ever, I don't know, I would just have to pay for traffic or whatever to turn it into a bigger thing, or however you go about it.
you can pay for it. Yeah. How can you get
But
like
I mean,
make it?
we have a pretty solid show and a format, and so we have multiple things we could do. We could do the live betting stuff, or we could do like game previews shows, like me and or just a pick show. You know what I mean? Like what AM Plus Money's doing, stuff like that.
Pay to get us trending.
Yeah. Anyways,
Do that ASAP.
I just have fun doing it anyways. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I mean,
and so I'm doing so much of the other stuff, and so hadn't done this in a while. Thought I'd give it a shot again for a night, and so thanks, boys.
Yeah, it beats sitting around watching the game by myself.
Yeah, I enjoyed doing the streams. Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Yeah, for sure. What's going on here? Is it over the first half?
Not quite. It's almost. Russell Wilson just ran for a first down, got out of bounds. I wonder if they're going to try to score here. There's not really much time, but they need to take a shot deep. They need to get 20 yards right here. They obviously don't want to turn it over, though.
So, any thoughts about the draft, NBA draft, Greg?
I'm a sorry-ass Knicks fan, so I really like that kid Toppin. I mean, I was like on Dayton all year last year. Had them at crazy odds in the tournament too. But
Obi Toppin.
yeah, I mean, I don't know how well his game will translate necessarily, like how his athleticism necessarily will translate to the NBA. But I was really happy with the way the first three picks shook out because it was exactly what I was on. And I actually had some good intel on the fourth pick too, but I didn't get it at the crazy odds. I saw some people that got at the Patrick Williams pick at like plus 800, and shit, and like people knew that they liked that kid. You know what I mean? It was like some information, and then by the time I got it was like plus 150.
You guys, my kids are breaking down out here, so I'm going to let you go now.
All right.
All right, yeah.
No
Have
problem.
a good
right.
one.
All right, brothers.
All right. See you guys.
Thanks a lot. Later.